What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment, IG, TikTok, bottom video, and we just gonna hop right back into it. So today I will be talking about the recent beef between O27 Quanny and Real Boston Richey. So if you don't know who O27 Quanny is, he is a Philly drill rapper. Um, I wanted to name some songs off the top of my head. I don't really know any. I'm sorry. We're gonna get in that in a couple minutes. And then the Real Boston Richey, obviously a lot of niggas know Real Boston Richey. You know, he got a lot of Help Me, that whole public housing mixtape, Sign of Free Bands. Um, yeah, everybody pretty much know Real Boston Richey. So if you hadn't seen it, Real Boston Richey and Quanny, I guess they really just threw some words back at each other. I guess it's been going on for a while. Um, so it's been a couple songs where you can kind of see they obviously diss each other. Not real Boston Richey is a real song, but Quanny's was like a leak song that was just it's not a real song he put out. But basically on his song he was just like, these niggas telling they boss a snitchy. That's really the only line they had. And then Boston Richey he got a whole new music video, a whole new song for it. He said a nigga trying to get clout off me couldn't even get out his city. So basically, yeah, obviously they throwing shots to each other. They actually made posts on Instagram atting each other, so you know directly who they talking about, which I can respect. That's gangster. I can respect on both sides. That's gangster. So Boston Richey, I'll probably end up putting a post in here. But Boston Richey ended up saying just something like, I gave y'all niggas clout. I'm not gonna say it verbatim. Y'all can read it when I put it up here. But basically, he just basically like, I gave y'all niggas clout, by speaking on y'all, basically giving y'all a name by even responding to y'all. Also, he also said something about Roddy, Rebel keep getting robbed. So there's that. And then, Quanny also, he just said something online about the nigga telling, like, everybody, that's gonna be the go-to with Real Boston Richey, that he was telling. So they basically, going on, he was just basically like, nigga, you told you can't get no respect for that. That's really basically it. It wasn't really too much to say about that. Now I'm just gonna really get into my opinion on it. So, where do I start at? Well, like I said, I start at just the beef. I like, yeah, that's gangster that they adding each other, making it so direct. I don't want to embrace no violence on here. Obviously, I don't want that to happen. I don't want nobody to get hurt in this situation. Two talented artists. They are from different cities, so it's a less likely chance of them running into each other. But they are rappers. They might be in the same space, so we never know what could happen. But I'm hoping nothing comes from this, and niggas get over it with time. So I obviously go back to the Real Boston Richey and his snitching thing. So obviously I'm not gonna get in here and go into full details because that was a whole thing a year ago. But yes, for what the kind of music he makes and how he rap in the field that they are in, yes, snitching doesn't matter. I'm never gonna get on here and glorify snitching. I'm gonna be honest, but that's kind of in my opinion. That's kind of I forgot to say, supposedly this all kind of stemmed from Quanny trying to get a feature from Boston Richey and him turning him down. So I was about to say, Quanny bringing up the snitching thing is kind of his only leg to stand on to diss him if the whole I try to get a feat thing is true, because nigga, you trying to get a feat, now you can't, like, his snitching is literally his only leg to stand on. So if that's true, I'm gonna have to like side with Boston Richey on it, because you can't just be mad that I ain't want to give you a feature, nigga. Like I'm not entitled to give you a feature. It's not like the nigga ran off on you some money. Like, I'm not entitled to give you a feature. So that also makes sense. And I'm gonna be honest, I kind of believe that that's how it went, because Quanny kind of had a history of these things. Like, one, the nigga just recently ran off on the streamer Rod, well, I think for like 3,000, which is crazy. Ran off on a nigga for 3,000 when you a rapper like that is crazy. Me running off on a nigga for 3,000 is different from that nigga running off on a nigga for 3,000. Also, he had that whole thing with V's, and I ain't gonna lie, that whole thing with V's was it was funny to me, because it felt like V's was just little boying the shit out of Quanny. And I think that one was from a similar about a feature thing. So that's what I'm saying. He kind of got a repeated history of this. So I do believe Boston Richey, he might be a little salty. Me personally, music wise though, I'm not really a fan of Quanny. I'm not gonna, his music not bad. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not really a fan of the whole Philly music sound. Um, no disrespect to them, because obviously people think it's great music, and I can't disrespect that they have fans and all that. But I don't know, they sound awkward to me. It sounds like they not rapping, like they just talking, like, and it just be so it just don't sound good to me personally. But like I said, speaking for me, I know they have fans. I know they have like. I know they get money off this shit, so I can't hate that much. I just said for me personally, I don't really like it, but I do love Boston Richey's music. I've seen nigga perform and all that, so I love the nigga music. I think he hard as fuck, and I kind of agree. Like he would be like one of the hottest things walking if that nigga 1090J never put out that snitch thing. I gotta go back and look at that thing one more time, cause I can't. I do remember it looking bad, but I gotta see like did he tell. Like I seen obviously I seen the nigga in the interrogation room, and I feel like um they set him up. They ain't set him up, but like he could have like you could tell he just ain't know a lot at the time, and like he really should have just shut up. He should have just been like, let me get my lawyer, and kept it at that. But he kind of entertained the cops and kept talking to him, and that's how he got into an awkward situation where niggas like, oh, he snitching. So yeah, so I kind of feel like it was. I obviously, like I said, I'm not glorifying snitching, and I understand why people look at it a certain way, especially when he supposedly lives their lifestyle and raps about stuff like that. So I understand why niggas look at it funny. So yeah, that's really all I had to say about it. Like, share, subscribe, comment, IG, TikTok, about the video, and we out.